you like to zoom out, camera?
You look
Please?
fine. Right, you just leave it zoomed in. Ugh. Zoom out again, yeah?
Reader!
Ugh, zoom out.
I zoom in a little bit too far and everyone goes, "Ugh, what is this monster?"
It was only Vic.
It was just me.
It was loud enough for all of you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is probably going to be the bastard intro to the podcast.
Brilliant.
Last time on Dungeons and Dickheads, after heading to the palace, the party agreed to escort Ocean Song to the Bitter Sea in order to strike a deal with her father to share their supply of crops that grow under the sea, without the need of sunlight. On board the Chimera, a magnificent ship capable of both sea and air travel, Ocean Song quizzed the party on what happened with Helios, not knowing much about the menacing skull that appeared in the sky just over a week ago. After making her allegiances to the sea folk clear and providing Tok and Ronson with some gossip, Ocean Song retired to bed. The next morning, Captain Zephyr was given some news over breakfast. The gnome professor and creator of the Chimera, Professor Fermanos, had died overnight. So, we rejoin the party in the princess's quarters on the Chimera. They are having breakfast with both her and Captain Zephyr, who is a Air Ganassi, so sort of quite a tall, elfish type person. And one of the crew has come in and informed her that the professor has died in his sleep.
When it's been a while since we've recorded.
Yes.
Been a while.
There's never a reason to Nickelback, especially in this podcast. Never a reason. Does anybody remember the sea-based jokes I've already done?
No, I don't take note of your jokes, I'm afraid.
What the fuck are you making notes about then?
Well, currently I've got Professor is dead on the ship. I have a date midday with the captain in her room. Don't know if that's going to happen now that someone's dead, but anyway.
I don't remember any of these people or any of this stuff that Dave just said.
How is that? I don't remember that bit.
It's literally on my notes. Look, I'll turn it around. It says midday. Oh, can you see it? Midday in her room, right here. Midday in her room. Professor is dead. It was the last note before the professor died.
That's interesting because something I wrote like literally 10 minutes before we jumped on ties nicely into that. So I'll just pretend I remembered. Perfect.
Obviously, perfectly DM. Thanks, Dave.
Well done, everybody.
Pat on the back.
Oh, the ship flies, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Which ain't right. That ain't right. I remember objecting to that.
I don't remember being on a ship.
It's got wings.
I'm glad we're all cut up.
We haven't recorded for a couple of months, I think.
It's been a while, and that wasn't in a Nickelback sense. No, I didn't do it in the Nickelback.
There was a tone, there was an annotation towards the end of it.
I tried to stop myself.
Like you can't stop yourself from doing it.
Before we get into Nickelbacky.
Sorry.
So you're on a flying boat, basically. This boat has got big wings. There's two fire elementals that are powering the boat, the sea boat, airboat, whatever we're calling it. And you are flying through the air towards the north, towards the Bitter Sea, to meet with Ocean Song's father.
Which Bitter Sea? No, I did that joke. I remember that.
You've done that joke multiple times.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm back now.
Ocean Song was talking to you about making sure that everyone was like she said. Basically, things are changing. Although she's getting married to Johan, her allegiance is, as always, with the sea folk. Ronson's listening in, thought that was a bit boring, so asked for some gossip. But then Princess pretended to flirt with you, and then you pretended to have sex so that Ronson and Tok had something to get excited about. So the gnome professor who basically built the boat and everything, and if you might remember, he was one of the few characters who had a bit of a speech impediment and actually had some uniqueness
You were
to
really
him.
excited about him,
Yeah,
Bitey.
you've just been told he is dead. He was a bit coffee the night before, and now he's dead.
So, Dave, the one character that you created who had a kind of a voice, you decided to kill.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not dead. Let's go. Let's start. Let's start.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see what we
maybe
can
we
do.
should. Let's go check. I mean, I suppose that's what we got to do first. If we've been told that there's a dead body, we should probably go check the dead body, I would think.
No, if only we had some sort of necro-based wizard who could bring him back. So just briefly, respectfully, to tell us what happened.
Yes, that would be a great idea, wouldn't it? Anybody know one?
It's a shame we don't have one, because that could have been really helpful on so many occasions in our adventures.
Tok just takes the last bite of her breakfast, slams her fork down on the table, and starts walking out towards the professor's cabin.
I do have a mythical relic, I believe, that could help me detect life within his shell. And it's called a mirror. You hold it up just below the nose there, and if it fogs up, he's alive.
Are you all going to the lower deck then?
I've left the room. I've walked out.
To the lower decks!
Mm-hmm.
You go downstairs to the lower decks. Nothing to do with the Star Trek. I've not seen that. I should probably. I keep meaning to watch it. I never have.
Quite good. I don't even like Star Trek. But yeah, it's a fun little cartoon. I mean, I don't like Star Trek because I have felt the embrace of a woman, but
I like Star Trek.
okay.
Have you ever felt the embrace of a woman?
Well, yeah.
In which case, I don't know what you're talking about, Shitey.
Anyway, it's quite a fun little
Point made.
cartoon, and I enjoyed their little live episodes. Not animated live. That would be quite the fast drawing.
So you go downstairs to where you know the professor's cabin is. What are you doing? Going straight in?
Walking straight in. I am in that room already. If that door is
He
open.
looks like one of those dogs that always looks like they're surprised by having a shit. Do you know those the dogs with the big eyes? The little
Chihuahua.
ones. I don't know what dogs.
He's a gnome, so I guess he is the Chihuahua of the D&D world.
He's got like floppy ears and surprised bulging eyes. I hate those dogs. Just like that on record.
On the Staff of Daniels, using it as a melee weapon, a melee weapon. There's two options. It says the damage is 1d6 -1, and then underneath it says 1d8 -1. Why? Why is the two options there?
The 1d6 will be using it one-handed, and the 1d8 will be using it two-handed.
Why would I maybe only be using it one-handed? Maybe because my other hand was busy
waving at somebody.
Yeah, or maybe you were holding a shield or holding something else in your hand.
Give it a thumbs up.
But I could drop the shield, couldn't I? So I could always use it too. I'm just making some notes.
I mean, this is the one time we're not in combat.
Yeah, but I want to be prepared, Dave, because I've decided after 2 years of doing this, I'll take it seriously, Dave, for you.
Thank you. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Because that's what you deserve. You deserve the best. And I want to give you the best.
Do you want to give me some silence?
Yeah.
The best silence.
Thanks. So, Tok, you walk in first, and it's kind of hard to see him, his figure in the bed, because he's a gnome, he's quite little. But you do see his little body tucked up under the sheets.
I would like to examine him to see if he is still, if there's anything on him, I don't know, a stab wound or any traces of poison on his lips, that kind of thing, please.
So how are you doing? Are you just looking? Are you sort of patting it down?
I take my finger and I put it on his lips and I rub slowly across the bottom lip and then I lick my finger.
Oh my gosh.
Then I check his neck for any stab wounds, turning it side to side. I kind of see if there's any kind of blood on
He wakes up. What? Is this? I wasn't aware I ordered any additional services. Just breakfast will be fine.
Well, I was told that you were dead. I mean, I don't normally.
Who told you that?
One of the crew.
Did they check? Did they do any sort of? Did they just look? And did they know I was asleep?
I'm guessing not, because all I did was caress your lips slowly, and you seem to be very awake.
Yes, I mean, if I was dead, I mean, he stops and sort of fills his throat a bit and goes, "Oh, in fact, I'm quite the opposite. No. I feel far better than I think I did yesterday. Was the opposite of dead, I'd say."
Right, you daft fuckers. This is clearly a distraction. We're marching back upstairs again.
Okay, so you've all gone back. What are you doing?
He's fine. Rumours of his demise were greatly exaggerated. Who reported his death?
Zephyr kind of looks to the member of the crew who came up and says, it does seem like your airfaring skills do outweigh your medical knowledge, indeed. And the member of the crew, but I was certainly had no pulse, nothing. There was nothing. He would not stir. He was dead as a dodo.
Talk. Would you mind zone of truthing this person, please? We might have a shapeshifter or some sort of dodgy demon.
And as you're doing that, may I just maybe point out that dead as a dodos are still alive, I would imagine, at this point, maybe. In our
maybe not even exist.
Or maybe not even exist in the first
Roll me a nature check, Neil.
Nature check. Okay. I've got a +2 on that. It's a 14.
So as soon as the words leave your lips, you realise that, in fact, you're wrong. Dodos are long dead, and you're talking nonsense.
You're as smart as you are strong. Anyway, Doc, if you wouldn't mind doing a zone of truth, we can get to the bottom of this, please, and thank you.
Now, listen, Hawkeye, if I use my spells for mediocre things like this, I don't think we will get very far. So I will say that maybe we should just be more friendly with this person, and I cast friends on the person instead, which is a cantrip.
And then in the wind, all we can hear is do 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 do, and we all just jump in a fountain and pretend we're in an awful sitcom.
And you'll all start clapping.
So yeah, I've cast. Do they have to do a save for casting friends on that person?
You have advantage on charisma checks directed at the creature.
Yeah, and they're not hostile or anything towards us, so they see us as friendly now.
Basically, if you're using a charisma check against them, you've got advantage.
Fantastic. And as friends, they wouldn't lie to us about what they've seen or why they're doing this, would you, friend?
Roll me a charisma check with advantage.
I'm glad I had advantage because I got a 2 and a 15. So charisma, is it just, what is my charisma? Hold on.
It'll be it's at the top.
+4.
You've got a +4.
So yeah, 19 total.
Yeah, so they look and go, why would I lie? What reason have I got to lie? I checked. Like, if I knew he wasn't dead, why would I lie and let you go down there?
Why were you in the room in the first place?
I was taking him his breakfast. Like I said yesterday, because he was ill, he'd asked me to bring him breakfast. So I was trying to give him
nefarious reasons for you being in there.
Well, I mean, the pancakes are pretty terrible, but apart from that, no.
Right, back downstairs again then. What's the size differential between a dwarf and a, what is he, gnome?
Yeah, he's smaller than you, and obviously you're quite like chunky as well, but he's quite small and like slender.
Cool. I grab him by both his legs and hold him upside down.
What are you doing?
Right, you nerd. And I keep shaking him. What are you? What are you? What are you? Some sort of demon? A shapeshifter? A dodgy bloke? Shake, shake, shake.
Roll me an intimidation check.
9.
I am a professor of the sciences. What are you doing?
You were dead, and now you're alive. Explain that, science. And I'll shake him a bit more on his legs.
How do you expect me to explain that? Because as far as I was concerned, I was never dead.
We'll see about that. Back upstairs. And I'm still holding him by his legs.
I must say, this is the worst room service I've ever had.
Fuck off or you're flying home. I've noticed there's not many safety barriers on this flying boat.
I'll have you know, if you get rid of me, no one else knows how to balance the elementals.
Shake.
So Ocean Song said, my dear Pork, I must
hello.
Question your methods a little here. What is happening?
Right, well, this nerd was dead, and now he's not. So now he's upside down until we work out what he is. He could be an innocent science gnome, or he could be a shape-shifting demon sent from hell who ate the original little professor. Until then, he's staying upside down.
Oh, I must say, I'm getting a little bit light-headed.
Well, that'll happen, because you're upside down. What did you have to dinner yesterday? Was it different to the rest of us? Could it be one of those situations where you were drunk to slow your heartbeat just slow enough so it looked like you were dead, like Nick Fury in that film and other films?
No,
did I just miss another MCU reference there? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I had exactly the same. I believe it was snails that you had last night that it was brought down to my room, because if you remember, I was not well enough to come and join you.
I see. Who brought your snails?
The crew.
All of them, did they? They all brought down one each. Is that what happened? I want to name one person brought you your dinner. It wasn't a whole team of people.
That one, and he points to the one who told you that they were dead in the first place.
Hello. Did you bring him his snails?
Yes, I did. You were here.
Listen here. During an investigation, details matter. I learned that from Reacher, okay? Just making sure we've got it all straight. That's why they call me Columbo, Bergerac, Batman, Porkeye.
Oh, by the way,
Reacher.
Have you seen the trailers for the new Dark and Gritty Bergerac?
No.
It's on Channel 5, isn't it? There's a new Bergerac. Yeah, Bergerac, yeah.
Well,
I haven't seen it, but I really want to watch. Genuinely, I'm interested in watching it because it looks like fun. The thing with Shane Ward on Channel 5, where he's a cruise singer but solving
the
murders at the same time. Yeah.
I think I've talked about this before, where I thought that would be quite a good serialized thing, right? They're on a cruise ship, someone's murdered. It's typical, almost like bottle story. There's no getting off. But no. Each week they dock at a different place, and there's a different sodding murder.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he sings a fucking song at the end of each bloody episode.
Yes.
Now, please, we are not paid for our promotional skills here.
Channel 5, if you'd like to sponsor us, I'm quite sure I would be willing to.
Murder, She Wrote, did they? Everywhere that old lady turned up, somebody's fucking dead. And no one ever went, it's probably her. She's every time someone gets murdered, she just happens to be doing a book signing there.
Yeah, you've just got to go along with it.
Maybe it was her. No one ever questions that. But a boat stopped in a new country and someone got murdered. What a coincidence.
I'm going to watch it.
Anyway, I'm not watching anything like that until they bring back Rosemary in Time. But one's like Rosemary's a heroin addict, and Time is an anarchist. I want Rosemary in Time.
Maybe
if it was written by Alan Moore.
Maybe they've had daughters called Parsley Sage.
I didn't think you were going to say Rosie and Jim when you started saying Rosemary in Time.
Parsley Sage. I'm sure somebody will have done that joke before. It's too obvious.
Truly is. Anyway, I've got a nerd upside down.
I think you should take him to the latrines and give him, what do you call it? A head dunk in the... Is that what the ship?
I don't know.
A swirly.
Little man, you built this. Is there water on the ship?
Yes, we have a fully functioning waste system.
Well, that's quite fancy. You did good work.
Yes,
Normally, you just shit off the side.
You could appreciate it by putting me the right way up.
Not until we work out what's going on. So either you had some dodgy food and it slowed your heartbeat to make it look like you were dead, or you murdered the real professor and ate him and disappeared him, and you're a naughty bastard.
What? If I weren't the real professor, I wouldn't know how to operate the ship and the elementals, would I?
Well, at this point in time, you haven't proven that you can.
Well, that's what I am suggesting, Miss Tog. Why don't you take me down to the engine room and I will show you exactly how this ship works.
I would love to see how the ship works.
You're staying upside down, though.
Please be taken by Porky to the bowels of the ship.
We're off. He's upside. I like to think that because he wasn't finished getting dressed, his nightshirt's covering his face, and his little gnome winkies just flapping about in the breeze.
The lesser known thing about gnomes, Porky, is that they make up for their small stature just by having massive junk.
Well, Tocky's definitely side-eyeing that.
His shirt's over his head, and his gnome cock just keeps batting himself on his forehead. He's getting concussed, being held upside down. Yo, it's your boy Shitehawk, the star, frankly, of the podcast you're listening to now, Dungeons and Dickheads, and I expertly play the character of Porky. Yep, that's right, it's me. Just me and you, having a chat. But I'm here for a reason. I'm slid expertly into the halfway point of this here podcast to tell you about our Patreon. That's right, a podcast with a Patreon. Who would have thought it? But if you go to patreon.com/dungeons&dheads, that's the word and d-heads, not dickheads, d-heads, you can see the wealth of stuff we are offering to you. Not loads of crap that you're never going to get through, just story specific and fun stuff in nice little snippets. So come, just give us some money. Give us some money. A little bit of money. Just a little bit. Please. We'll give you free stuff like Dave's diary, early podcasts, shout outs, fun little deleted scenes, exclusive character chats, and many also hang on, and discounts on merch. Can't forget that. You love our merch. You love it. So yeah, go to patreon.com/dungeons&dheads, or just click the little link that's in this podcast description, and all good indeed.
So you go down to the bottom floor of the ship, and at the back of the ship there's a big old room with some very noisy machinery, sort of metal. There's some gears and wheels and stuff, and sort of steam coming out of various contraptions, and sort of either at the back there's this big old sort of glowing crystal, and either side sort of what we would probably assume to be engines, which are churning away sort of, you can hear a rumbling inside them, and there's sort of steam coming out of them. Right, are you going to put me the right way up?
Now, I would normally say you should listen to him, Porky, because he can do work a lot better the right way up. But actually, I'm quite enjoying this viewpoint.
Now, if you are a naughty demon, you're in the one place in the ship where you could do the most damage. That would be correct, wouldn't it?
Yes. I suppose that is true. Yes.
Right, you're staying upside down, pal.
Could one of you at least sort of remove this nightshirt from my face?
Nope.
I will happily oblige. I just kind of
just tuck it on.
Move it just gently away from his face and kind of tuck it around his upper legs. How is that?
Yes, that's better. I just need. So, can you position me by that wheel over there, please?
Can we not sexually harass the gnome, please? Could be a monster.
I absolutely did not. I was just helping him conceal his decency.
Right, where we going, little man?
That wheel over there by the left, please.
Okay, we'll get a bit closer to it, but not close enough for you to do any jiggery pokery with it.
Oh, well, if you want me to show you what happened, someone needs to turn that wheel so that we can open the hatch so you can see what is going on. Yes, going on inside this bit of machinery.
Oh, open a hatch and a flying bolt.
In the engine. So you can see into the combustion chamber and see the genius of what is going on in there.
Well, does this prove right? Hang about. Bergerac, Columbo, Batman, Reacher, Porky is thinking, right? You could give us any old bullshine about the inner workings of this, and we're just going to go, oh, yeah, that's clever, I get that. We don't fucking know how this thing flies. You could be talking absolute bollocks. This proves nothing.
Fine. And I just click my fingers and I pull up Zone of Truth.
About bloody time.
Okay, ask your questions.
Everyone in a 60-foot radius, no, 15-foot radius, has to make a charisma saving throw. 16.
Well, I'm doing this now slightly retroactively, but as far as I'm concerned, Ronson is in his quarters getting to know himself.
Okay, I'm changing this dice. So they're very nice dice. I'm just showing the camera.
They're very pretty.
Sparkly and pretty, but I don't think they are weighted correctly because the 4 rolls I've done with them have all been a 2.
Well, I think you best switch those dice. Yes.
Yeah.
But did they fail then? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Dave?
Well, I've rolled with a different dice since.
That's cheating. You can't have a bad roll and then go, oh, dice must be bad. Let me re-roll on a different one.
I had 2 NPCs, so I rolled with one dice, one with another.
Oh, so who's in the 15-foot radius? So we've got Porky.
I already rolled a 2. I'm fine.
So you rolled a 2. So you are also Zone of Truth. Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in there with us, Dave?
You've got the gnome, and you have got the member of crew that you are suspicious of.
Brilliant. Do I know which one failed? No. Damn it.
I know this. I know how we work this out. That David Bowie film where he's a nonce with that kid.
Oh, the labyrinth.
With the doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies.
Yeah, that's probably.
You don't know who of you don't know which of them or maybe both of them have passed or failed. So it's not that complex. It's fine.
Can we do that anyway?
Well,
I feel like we've done it before. Well,
what orientation are you at the moment? Upside down or the right way up?
You can't ask me that. I'm in a union.
I am upside down.
And myself.
The other guy goes, I'm the right way up, of course. Why would we possibly lie about that?
And Porky.
Hello.
How do you feel about pebbles, really?
Not first.
Are you telling the truth or are you lying?
Well, I'm telling the truth. I have to.
Oh, yeah, because you failed. Yeah, true.
Not first. Little shitbag. You take her or leave her.
How can we do this?
I don't know what you're trying to do. I honestly don't know what the complexity is here.
We're talking about a cat. Leave us alone.
Excuse me, crew member, I don't know your name.
I don't know his name. Ethan.
Ethan. So you say this morning that you went into the professor's room and you thought he was dead. Can you tell me exactly what you did to check that?
I got his arm that was outside of the. It was hanging down by the side of the bed, so it was his right arm. I put my fingers against his wrist to try and check his pulse, and I did not feel a pulse.
Now, which 2 fingers did you use to check the pulse?
My thumb and the one that's next to my thumb.
Right, that's where we have a problem.
You normally use for that sort of thing.
This is where we have a problem.
If you're making finger guns, they're the peak finger performance for such a thing. For checking a pulse, Less so.
Yes, I believe that you should use the 2 fingers next to your smallest finger.
Well, those aren't the ones I used, so there you go.
Very well.
Did you do any further checks?
I mean, I'd put my hand in front of his mouth, see if he was breathing.
Is your hand made of mirror?
No, I just thought I could feel his breath and I couldn't.
Did you lick your hand before you put it in front of his face?
No.
Well, that's another mistake. Okay.
Little
Right,
gnome,
guys.
man. Are you a
Guys, I
demon?
think I might be ready to rejoin the game now. Can you bring me up to speed with everything that's happened in the last 45 minutes?
Absolutely not.
much.
Okay.
You have to come down
Dave,
and ask.
I have a question. So I've got a mithril half plate that I could wear. Can I wear it?
No, because...
Why not?
Because about 4 months ago, you made a deal with the necromantic wizards to be able to wear it, because as a wizard you can't normally wear armor. You made a deal with that spirit to let you wear it, and then when you cast that spirit out by dying and letting them take over the sun, they took that ability away from you.
Right, so can I sell it?
I mean, not right now, but yes.
Well, there might be somebody on the board of the ship who wants to...
I mean, you could try.
Right, well, I'll put that out there when I come... Right, okay. Carry on.
Sorry, Professor, you were going to show us the inner workings of this ship. Now, you tell me that you designed this ship, correct?
Yes, I did.
And you know how everything works inside it.
I do indeed.
And the colour of the sky is blue?
No, not right now. The colour of the sky is a very sort of grey black since the sun disappeared.
See, that is what we needed to know. I think he's telling the truth, Hawkeye.
I think I read somewhere that the sky doesn't actually have a colour. It's merely a reflection of the light.
Correct. Hello, I'm back. Yes, I think you're quite right there. Hello,
I have a question
yes.
for the little man. So, where did you put the hidden penis?
Well, the young lady here tucked it behind my nightgown.
No, that's not hidden. Every artist, every engineer, every creative person, when they create something this large, will do a little secret penis somewhere. Just because they know it's there and do a little giggle. Where did you put your secret penis?
There are, in fact, 2 secret peni, yes, in this creation. They are, of course, attached to the elementals that run the engine itself.
Well, they're not
I
that
have
secret.
a question now for you, if I may.
I turned the gnome around.
Would you like to buy a mithril half plate?
Not right now, my friend. No. Thank you.
Can I talk to the other person who's here?
Yes. Hello.
Thank you. Would you like to buy a mithril half plate?
How much do you want for it?
Oh, I'd say probably about 1,000 gold.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that on me. I had to send all of my monies back with my family, and I don't get paid for this job until it's done.
I could bring it down. It's an heirloom, so I'm really pained to part with it. I could maybe 900.
I've only got 75 on me.
Could we do 800?
I've only got 75 on me.
I would accept an IOU.
Remember his zone of truth. I've only got 75 on me.
Just on that point, actually, Dave, it does say I get to know who succeeds and fails on the saving throw. Yeah.
Well, they both failed. So.
And I'm guessing, is Ronson close? Does he gets affected as soon as he walks into the radius by the zone of truth?
It does.
Can you? Yeah.
Well, does he need to roll a wisdom saving throw?
He needs to roll a wisdom No, sorry, a charisma saving throw DC 16.
Also, while that's happening, I've made a discovery.
23.
Fuck off.
I discovered I'm also a pirate. I forgot about that.
We're all making discoveries tonight about ourselves.
And my feature for that is bad reputation. No matter where I go, people are afraid of me due to my reputation. When I'm in a settlement, I can get away with minor criminal offences, such as refusing to pay for food or breaking down doors, since most people will not report my activities to the authorities.
Oh, I love that.
We've never touched on that
I
whatsoever.
love that for you.
I didn't even know there was a tab that gave me my background. I thought it was all me. But
Features and traits, isn't it?
It's next to it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know I'd selected pirate at any point, but I'm a pirate. And at that discovery, because I'm saying this out loud in character at the same time, going, I've just remembered everybody. I'm a pirate. I can kick down doors and steal food. Ray pops a pirate hat from underneath his hat, and I pop that on.
Dave, I am going to cast Mage Armor on Tok.
Okay.
So this is a level 1 spell, I believe. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on Tok. So the target's base AC becomes 13 plus which
is lower than her normal armor class.
But does it not add to it? Does it not add to it?
No.
Is it not your ring? Do you not have to give me your ring?
No, I can cast it.
Mage Armor is from your ring of Mage Armor, which has got one charge left.
She can put a finger in my ring if she wants. I've got no problem with that. It does say you have to be willing. So do you not want my Mage Armor?
Ronson, you are distracting us from the real purpose of us being down here with your wares and your rings.
I've just discovered Mage Armor, which I can use for a good friend. Are you telling me you don't want it?
Well, not right now. I think if you're on a road to discovery, you best go and do that back in private again.
Typical woman. You ask if she wants it, and she says not right now.
Anyway.
Doing an investigation.
So I think we've established here that there was no wrongdoing. I think it was an honest mistake with the dead thing and all. And this really is the professor.
Okay, I agree. And when I put him down, but I put him down on his head and then give him a little spin like he's breakdancing. And I'd like to think that he comes out of that spin into the perfect breakdance pose. But that would be up to you, Dave. And your dice.
He falls over.
Okay. Run free, little man. You have passed my Bergerac Columbo Batman Jack Reacher investigation. Well done.
May I go and put some clothes on and have breakfast now? Is that okay with everybody?
Please do.
If you have to.
Jesus Christ, please do.
Bring me a croissant, please. Detectiving is hungry work.
For some reason, I've got a hungering for a sausage roll.
Oh, can I get back to my breakfast? Because, yes.
Dave, I am going to cast grease. So a slick grease covers.
So you all break into song.
Yeah, so we all start singing grease line. I am going to cast grease. So this covers the ground in a 10-foot square, and it makes it a difficult terrain for the duration. So each creature standing in this area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
So just to double check, on this boat that's in the air, flying, with nothing in the way of safety features like railings or guardrails or anything that modern health and safety would say has to be fit, you are greasing the floor.
Yeah, we are in the bows of the ship.
It has
just for shits and giggles, really.
So the gnome, who has been carried upside down for the last 5 minutes, put on his head, fell over, has then got to his feet, started to dash out the door again, and has slipped on the slippery floor.
Yeah, just because it's funny. It'll be funny, won't it? Just to watch him falling over and his little balls and his penis
Well, we
flapping about.
established that gnomes have peni, which are they are large compared to the size of their body. So
I think it'll be funny watching it flap about. Let's go for it.
So that happens. Tok and Porker, you also need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, has he cast it underneath us? Oh dear.
Come
24.
on, let's have a grease party.
A 9.
It's a difficulty of 16, so you fall over.
Do I fall over onto the gnome?
Oh, Lord.
Do you want to fall over onto the gnome?
It's going to be like a Confessions of film. Confessions of a Dungeon Master.
No, I won't fall over onto the gnome. I will just fall over and then try and trip Ronson into his own grease spell, if I can.
Oh, I bet there's loads of D&D porn.
I bet there is.
Oh,
Loads of slash fiction.
That is not the next spin-off.
That's another reason to never go to Reddit.
That's
I
a
bet it's all
Patreon bonus.
Oh, I bet it's all over Tumblr and Reddit. Oh,
I would like to cast Aura of Vitality. No, I'm joking.
Maybe we could do this an extended version of this scene for Patreon only. XXX rated.
I think you have to put that on OnlyFans at that point.
I try and trip Ronson up. As soon as I slip over, I would like to try and aim my slide into Ronson's legs if I can.
Give me just make it an attack roll, I think.
Oh. I fail. It's a 5 plus something.
Yeah, it doesn't even meet his armor class. You miss.
okay.
Oh,
So whilst
damn it.
this is all going on, and since I rolled a 24, a 24, I'm just going to walk back to the gnome's cabin, whilst everyone's slipping and sliding about like a bunch of dafties.
Okay.
Whilst I'm in there, are there any pot plants or anything like that, would you say? I mean, he seems like the sort of guy who would bring a little bit of home with him. A little pot plant, a little rose, maybe some flowers.
I mean, now you've said that, no, because you don't get to decide the gnome's backstory.
I'm just thinking maybe
it's mostly like stuff that's a bit alien to Porker, like sciencey, experimental stuff. There's some beakers. There's a big chalkboard with like diagrams and sorts of equations on it. But nothing really sort of planty.
It's made of wood, though, isn't it?
Well, the boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
In which case, then, I would like to cast Speak with Plants, please.
Okay. On the which particular part of the boat?
The ceiling.
The bit immediately above you?
Immediately above the bed.
Okay.
Hello, Planky.
What is this hell?
This is a boat, and you are a very important part of it.
What? Where am I? Where are my leaves? Where are my branches and my mighty roots?
Oh, they're gone, mate. Sorry.
What do you, I can't see. I can't feel the air around me. What is going on here?
There's plenty of air.
This is a really difficult, for any performer, this is a really difficult task. You've asked Dave to say, what does he think a plant would sound like?
No, not even a plant. A plank.
Well,
so
yes.
This is a tree that has been turned into a plank and put into a boat. And
Planky, I'll answer all of your questions, but first, can you answer one of mine, please?
I will try. Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Who has been in this room? Can you describe people who've been in this room in the last 24 hours, possibly after the little fella had gone to sleep?
I don't know if you have noticed, but I do not have any eyes. I do not have any way of sensing what is going on around me whatsoever. I didn't have consciousness until you just forced it upon me.
You died. I'm afraid you got chopped out at some point, and then you got sliced into little bits, and they made a ceiling out of you.
Am I a good ceiling?
Oh, you're the best.
Well, that's a relief.
You're currently flying through the air. Can you imagine? Like the birds.
And how much of me is here?
From the looks of it, probably all of you.
Well, I don't know how to take this news.
Well, it's probably fine.
I think I'm getting you. I think I've now worked out the part of me that you're standing on. Yes, that bit below. Is that your foot? I can feel.
It's one of them.
Yes. Yes, that's weird. It's like you had been distributed in hundreds of pieces, but I'm starting to. Yes, I'm starting to work out where's where. Yes. Okay. Maybe I can be of more help.
That's good. Otherwise, all of this was a waste of time.
The motto of the podcast, everybody.
I'm sorry. I don't want to insult you, Dave, but I do feel your performance there was slightly wooden.
Well, in that case, that's a compliment. Thank you. I think I've worked out what part of me is there by you, and is that? Oh. Put your hand just slightly behind you, and he kind of he's almost trying to describe like the doorway behind you.
Do trees have winkies? Because I've fallen for this before.
No.
Okay, I'll touch any plank you fancy. Then I'll just have a go on all the planks.
So as you sort of feel the door, you go, oh yes, I felt that. Yes. If you want to know who came in the room, yes, I could probably remember when that door was opened.
Am I wanking off a tree?
I mean, you might be.
Okay, I mean, that's fine.
So this will be another Patreon exclusive for paying members.
We're very penis orientated tonight.
But there's
Very
your
sexy
intro.
tonight. It's the sexy show tonight.
Okay, can I call you Planky? Sorry, that's very rude of me.
You have been, so it'd be strange to change it now, wouldn't it?
Okay, Planky. Right, where else is going to help? Where else can I program prod at?
Well, if you feel around the room, I'll tell you if I can sense it.
I do that. I start touching all the planks like a gorilla.
Yes. Oh, yes. I think I'm working it out. Yes. Okay. So, what is it you want to know?
I would like to know who's been in here. We feel like there's a little man. You wouldn't have felt too much weight on him because he's only a little man, but he's a large penis, so you might have felt that dragging along your planks.
Oh, yes. I remember him. Yes.
He may or may not have been murdered or something bad happened to him last night. And we're just trying to get to the bottom of that.
Okay, let me think. It's taking a bit of getting used to this, so apology, but no, so I recall yourself and your friend coming in, and this morning that one of the light-footed ones, they came in and then went back out again, and before that, no, it was just the same person coming in the night before. No one came in between those two times that I can sense.
Thank you, Mr. Planky. You may rest now.
I don't know. I want you to take this sentience away from me. If I truly am an almighty boat of the skies now.
Oh, you created a monster, Shiny.
Who are you to take this away from me?
Okay, it can stay where it is then. For another 8 minutes.
I am the mighty boat of the skies. It's kind of as you wander away, you can just hear its voice echoing. It's very, very pleased with itself, not knowing that in 10 minutes it's going to lose all of its sentience.
I'm giving it positive reinforcement and joining in with its sing-songs. And then I'll head back up. Go, everybody's still slipping about. I've been doing some actual detective work. Nobody went into that room overnight. I found out by wanking off a tree.
Now, can we get back to breakfast?
Questions.
Can we get back to our breakfast?
Yes, we can.
Well, thank you.
That's okay.
Attempt to get up and get out of the underneath of the ship.
Okay, so I'm going to suggest we do a little bit of a time skip, unless there's anything people want to do, and jump forward to sort of midday.
I mean,
yeah,
I might have a few more spells to cast if you give me a second to have a look.
What do you want to do?
Does mould earth work on planks?
No.
Might create a minor illusion.
Of what?
Maybe like a little dancing cat in the corner that dances. It does all the like Fortnite dances that the kids like. We could use that to get a younger crowd to come and listen to the show.
Pebbles runs over to it and starts trying to like swat at it with its paws.
Oh, Tom, that's a really good little cat you've made. Well done, Toc. It's doing the gritty, I think.
I don't believe that was me.
Well, who else would waste their time doing this sort of thing?
I'm not entirely
only
sure.
An idiot.
It's like someone's finally discovered that they can actually use their spells for something.
I mean, it's very odd, because normally there'd be a ridiculous song to go along with it.
Absolutely, and so it's definitely not me.
I can create a sound or an image. I don't know if I can create a sound and an image.
Well, it's a cantrip, so you can use it as many times as you want. All
right, well, I'll create a sound then. It's singing a Sabrina Carpenter song.
Which one?
Espresso. It's the only one I'm aware that she sings.
I don't even know that one.
So it's singing that. It's doing all the Fortnite dances and TikTok dances as well. It's doing all those.
Oh, I can assure you that's definitely not me. I don't know any Sabrina Carpenter.
If we put this clip on TikTok, this might bring in a younger crowd.
I think it would alienate the younger crowd.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking of publicity.
It only took you 2 years.
Wow, what a cliffhanger. Now that was an exciting end to the episode. I say that these are all pre-recorded, so I haven't got a clue what happened. It could have been a bit lackluster. I suppose it happens, doesn't it? But please come back next week for more exciting adventures from these three buffoons, not including myself in that, of course. And thank you to Stephen Ranking for whatever you do. I think editing, he edits or something like that. Same time next week, folks.
This podcast is part of Podomedy, the UK's podcast comedy network. Why not laugh at what else we've got? Visit podomedy.com.